Distinguished delegates, esteemed colleagues and friends from across the Americas and beyond, good afternoon. In a region where the sea both sustains us and threatens us, environmental justice is not an abstract principle. It is a matter of survival. It is therefore a distinct honor to welcome you to the Bahamas as we gather for the opening ceremony of the fourth Conference of the Parties of the Escazú Agreement. I extend warm Bahamian welcome to all who have journeyed here with a shared commitment to environmental justice, transparent governance, and the protection of our people and our precious ecosystems. The Escazú Agreement stands as a landmark regional framework for access to environmental information, public participation, and access to justice in environmental matters. Today, we affirm our collective resolve to translate these principles into practice, ensuring that information flows freely, that communities are meaningfully engaged, and that environmental rights are protected for all. For small island developing states, Escazú is not merely a governance tool, it is a safeguard for our future. The Bahamas approaches this high-level segment with unwavering dedication to Caribbean resilience, sustainable development, and the right of our people to live in a healthy environment. Across our nation, we are advancing robust transparency mechanisms, strengthening support for civil society, and promoting inclusive decision-making at all levels of government. Our regulatory agencies are actively strengthening public participation by creating inclusive platforms through which communities, civil society, and other stakeholders can meaningfully contribute to policy and project design. We are enhancing access to information by ensuring that environmental data is timely, accurate, and accessible. At the same time, we are advancing justice and accountability by expanding avenues for redress and strengthening institutional capacities to enforce environmental laws. Our work under Escazú is inseparable from climate adaptation, disaster risk reduction, and the pursuit of sustainable livelihoods for our people. Transparent processes and environmental justice are essentially not only for public trust, but also for attracting investment and fostering resilient economies. We also recognize that transparency must be continuously strengthened. In recent months, access to certain environmental documents under review by the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection was disrupted due to technical and operational challenges. We acted swiftly, engaging a new Bahamian service provider to restore and maintain access to those documents, while ensuring that physical access remains available at all times. As the department completes its relocation activities, dedicated public access spaces will be established to allow members of the public to review environmental documents in a structured and accessible setting. A critical provision of the Environmental Planning and Protection Act 2019 is the requirement that environmental impact assessment remains publicly available throughout the construction lifespan of any project requiring such a review in the Bahamas. We remain committed to upholding that requirement. The government also continues to prioritize meaningful community consultation for major projects, while building internal capacity to meet the evolving needs of our communities. The Bahamas firmly believes that regional cooperation amplifies impact. By sharing lessons, tools, and capacity building support, we can accelerate processes across the Caribbean and the wider Americas. We commend the contributions of our regional partners, non-governmental organizations, academic institutions, and youth leaders who continue to push for meaningful change on the ground. I invite all participants to engage with courage, candor, and collaboration. Let us commit to measurable outcomes, improve access to information, strengthen public participation processes, and accessible pathways to environmental justice. Let this fourth conference of the parties lay the groundwork for enhanced regional governance that protects our people, our livelihoods, and our shared environment. Let us leave this conference not only with renewed commitments, but with tangible progress that our people can see, trust, and rely upon. The Bahamas stands ready to work with all partners to ensure that the promise of Escazú becomes a lived reality across our region. I thank you.